Okay, today is day 3 of the 12 days of Christmas Advent calendar. So today we're going to open up day 3. So in day 1 there was the dies, day 2 there was the paper. Today is day 3, which is a huge baggie of these. They're not sequins, they're glittery, kind of the shape of sequins, but not quite. Embellishments. So that's fun. That's can be added to anything, especially at this time of year or for birthdays, or you could make, oh, I didn't think about that, but you could make a pretty shaker card. But I'm just going to add it to my project today. I didn't even think to do a shaker card. Maybe on one of the next ones I'll have to do one. I just realized I don't have a card base for my card. Need one of those. Okay, just a basic thick white card base. And then we're going to pull out the paper that came in day 2. And I'm going to cut a 2-inch strip, which I've already cut into this one. It's 6 by 6. So I can get 3 of these out of one sheet. And then I'm going to go to 5.5. So the full length of the card. And then I've got my strip of this is Flirty Flamingo. So I cut my last one too long and now I cut this one short. I can't win. And then I cut, I pre-die cut a postage with the postage dies. So this was the 3rd largest, I guess. I don't know if you hear the dog groaning in the background. It's a rough life. And then I'm going to put some blue, some Secret Sea behind it. So this measures basically 2 by 2 3/4. So I'm going to cut a 2 1/4 by 3 piece for behind. So what did I say? 2 1/4 by 3. Okay. And so that is for in behind there. Then I'm going to take the stamp set that goes with the Advent calendar and I'm going to stamp this cute little cupcake. And I'm going to use the colors that go with, so Flirty Flamingo, which is this pink, and I'm going to use Misty Moonlight, but I want to soften them up. So I'm going to stamp it off. Okay, so the lighter version of that, I'm going to leave that open because I will need it. And then we'll do the same with the cupcake top. Probably should have put that up a little bit higher, but that's okay. And then we'll do a full strength flower. With some crushed curry. And then we have our piece of Secret Sea that we had cut. And we will put those together. But first, I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch strip here. For my sentiment. I will use my anti-static and some Versamark, and this one will be a birthday card. I'm going to stamp it in the center here. so I can decide what I want on either side. And then we will need some embossing powder. Got the gold here to go with our gold embellishments, and then I'm going to take my tweezers so I don't get my oils from my hands on here and I don't burn them when I heat it up, which is always a good thing. Okay, so before I heat that up, I'm gonna put this back in, get it out of the way. I don't know if it's PTSD. I have spilt a few of these powders in my day, leaving the caps open, so I do try to put it away as soon as I'm done in fear of it spilling everywhere. It does get very messy. I'll heat this up. Okay. Excuse me. So we have our sentiment. And I'm just going to trim it a little bit here, and then I'm going to do a tail, and then we'll come back, oops, with our cupcake here. Okay, and then we've got our card base, along with our 2-inch strip, which apparently I had cut down. And this isn't the same one, so we will, I don't know where the one I already cut down went, but we will cut this one down to size. And we will attach that to our card base, and then for this I'm going to pop it up. And then we will add our sentiment here. So I'm just going to put one dimensional at the very edge here. And then the rest will be Stampin' Seal. That way we know kind of where I should have, I guess I could put it up top, since I didn't leave a lot of room on the bottom. This is when I wish I was live. I prefer it on the bottom, but I should have given it a bit more space, I guess, but that's okay. That works. Okay, and then this is where we add these beautiful embellishments. Oops. I need to get a little container for these. Okay, so I said these were like sequins, but they're not. They're actually full-on rounded with a flat back, just like what you would get on packages where they're already sticky. But these ones don't have the sticky behind them, so you'll have to use glue. But they're quite substantial. They're not just a sequin. They've got some 3D power to them. I think my putty is at its end finally. I have had this since I got my Take-A-Pic tool many years ago. I do have a refill, I just haven't needed to use it. And then we'll put one more dot up here. And like I said, I probably should have made a shaker card, and maybe depending what some future items in the calendar holds, maybe I will incorporate that, because these would really make a good, they're heavy. Like, I think they would make a really nice, it'd make your card heavy, but like, I don't know if you can hear that. I think they would shake really nicely. Apparently I can't hold on to them, but anyways, that's day 3. And this is the day 3 card. Hopefully that inspires you to pull out your advent calendar if you have it, and play with the stuff inside. All right, enjoy, happy crafting. See you on day 4 tomorrow. Bye.